Hello, hello. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm trying to see if I can make these ring lights work for me. I wanted to. There was several people that came to me with questions about that they had questions about tarot cards. There was stuff that they read online. Apparently, there was stuff that like scared the shit out of them. I don't know, like some very interesting things come up, and I don't want to call people out. I mean, if you're, if you have an embarrassment to ask a question, I understand that, because sometimes you're just like, well, oh my gosh, people are going to think that I'm an idiot, or no, I don't think you're an idiot or anything like that. I think that you're like opening yourself up to something new, and you're really genuinely wanting to know some answers to some of the questions that you have about these cards. I have had a kind of weird week, and I did not have a chance to reach out to Carrie to solidify and see if she could be online with me tonight. Just to let you guys know, I'm having like just some little health issues. Not a big deal, not like something that's like it's being handled. I'm being taken care of. It's not like major scares or anything, but it's something that I had to be taken care of. And so I have taken a bit of a break from a lot of stuff because I'm just having some stuff go on. But this week was particularly busy with me seeing some doctors and practitioners, and so I didn't have a chance to reach out to Carrie. However, I did want to address some of these questions that you guys have been sending me, and I do appreciate it. And then I looked it up, and I was like, is this really something? Like, I feel like people are trying to scare the shit out of you when it comes to the tarot. I'm happy to somebody asked for a demonstration because they don't understand like some of the I'm not really sure exactly what you meant when you were asking this question. You asked for a demonstration, and I understand, because she was like, I'm not fishing for a free reading. I don't care. I mean, it's what I do all day long. I mean, so I was like, that's fine. I can give you a demonstration and just show you exactly how I do readings. When I do readings on Readings at the Round Table, they're not edited except for me like trying to put the videos together. There have been times that I've edited out my yawns because I don't want you guys to think, oh my gosh, she's bored, she's yawning. There was one time that my cat turned something over. I edited that out. I edit out things like that. But when I pull the cards on my channel, Readings at the Round Table, I'm pulling them like fresh. It's not like planned or anything. In fact, the reason why I have the second camera is to show you that I am pulling those cards in that order and there's something going on. So I'm happy to do some demonstrations tonight. I really want to address a couple of these things. People are saying that they bought a deck of cards and they don't resonate with them. I get that. Oh my gosh, I get them in the mail all the time. I have clients and friends that send me cards that are just like, these did not work for me. I don't like them. I bought them. I thought that I would, and they're not like, I can't jive with them. This is a perfect example. One of my awesome clients from Texas, I don't know if she wants me to tell her name, she sent me these beautiful cards, and I'm so grateful. I'm like, yeah, I'm in. Like, this is awesome. Thank you. But they did not resonate with her. Does that make them bad cards? No. Does that make her bad? No. It doesn't mean like anything like that. It just, something is wrong with my autofocus here. I'm going to try to turn it off. See if it works now. Okay, maybe that's a little bit more in focus. It looks a little blurry to me. I don't know if it looks blurry to you, but so this is like the kind of stuff that I get. I get cards from people that are like, I don't want these. Can you do something with them? I'm like, sure, I'll review them and then we'll see what happens. It's people send me stuff like that all the time because they don't resonate with the cards. I have worked with people that they won't let anyone else touch their cards because they feel like if somebody else, even their client, touches their cards, they can't use them anymore, that they can't work with them. They're like, they messed them up. They took out the good mojo, whatever. I don't know. I don't give a shit. I mean, people touch my cards all the time. My kids come down here and just, the cats walk all over them. What I do is I just clear them. I clear them with selenite. If I feel like I need to do a hard reset on the cards, I will go through and I will touch every single card lovingly, like it's a pet. Hello, pet. Hello, pet. Hello. And I will go through each and every one of them and do a hard reset. These are your tools. It's like loaning somebody a hammer. If you think somebody can fuck up the mojo of your hammer, don't loan it out. It's just that simple. Sorry about the word choice. It's been a day. But I mean, really, if you think your cards are not working for you, don't use them. Go get a new hammer. These are your tools. You work with them. Okay? You get to know them. But I do recommend you spending time with these tools. I highly, highly recommend it. Carry them around in a little bag. Put them, if you're a woman or a man, put them in your purse. Put them in your car. Sleep beside them. Have them sleeping beside your bed. Whatever. But like, spend time with them. I have people that do not like to use pendulums. They say they don't work for them. Okay, golden. I get that. I love to use the oh my gosh, I just forgot the name of them. Do you see the kind of day that I'm telling you? The kind of time that I'm having. I don't know what's going on with my mind, but I know, a health crisis can kind of distract away from, intelligence. It's insane. But, when you're using dowsing rods, when you're using dowsing rods, I love using dowsing rods. I love them. They're wonderful for when people have yes and no questions. This is real simple. It's real cut and dry. I feel the same way about the pendulums. People don't necessarily like them. That's fine. You don't have to use them. But this is a tool. It's yours. You connect with it. You connect with it. Now, here's another thing. I got a real serious letter from somebody that said that, that tarot cards were the devil. It was demonized, blah, 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 blah. Okay, really, seriously. I'm going to tell you something right now. Anything can be demonized. Anything. Sugar. Sugar right now for me is causing massive inflammation in my body. I mean, my ankles, I have cankles, people. I'm 51. I'm too young for this shit. I'm too young to have cankles, but I have cankles right now. So sugar is a demon for me. I feel like, and this is just one woman's opinion, I feel like that, I'll switch these cameras. I didn't mean to say it this way. I feel like there's a lot of people out there that are carrying entities, that are carrying like those demonized spirits or whatever, and they're supposed to be good people. They come across as good people until the feelings that they really feel on the inside start leaking out. That, I think, is bad. That's bad. Are tarot cards bad? If you treat them like that. If you feed that inflammation, if you feed that demon, yeah, they're bad. But you don't have to. So I got a real serious thing on this. There are women in the Bible that are prophets, prophetesses. There are lots of people that do believe that they have a strong faith in whatever religion that they follow, whether it's Christianity, Buddhism, I don't know, Hindu, Muslim, but they do these things. Whatever choice that they read. Maybe they read water, maybe they read fire. It is a tool. It is a tool to connect us with our intuition. That's all it is. That's all it is. Are we trying to predict the future? Yes, yes, we're trying to get some guidance. Is the future engraved in stone? Absolutely, 100% not. And I'm going to tell you who will mess up your future more than anything else, more than any deity, entity that tries to attack you, more than like your best friend who's a frenemy and not a real friend, more than your cheating spouse, more than anything like that. It's you. You are your own worst enemy. Second guessing yourself, knowing that you're supposed to do something and you have no reason to back it up, knowing that you're supposed to go one way and you're not doing it, that's you not living your path. So when I pull cards for you and I say, I see you doing this, but you never step into it, I can't help you. So that's the thing. No matter what reader you go to, if you are not following your path, if you're not making changes, if you're not doing stuff in your life, what they say may never come true. Or the worst thing is if you're not following your path, what they say could come true. I've done readings for people where they get so upset at my reading, and I'm like, if you don't like this reading, change something. Just change something small. Start out by changing something small in your life and go from there. These readings are not engraved in stone. That's why when on my channel, Readings at the Round Table, I always say, if it resonates with you, that's great. And if it doesn't, that's okay. Because it is. It is. Hey, Gretchen. Oh my gosh. How are you doing? There's my psychic nurse, people. She's good. So let me tell you, when I need guidance from someone and I go, let's just say I'm going to someone in the chat that's like doing a reading for me. I listen to what they are saying. I ask questions because I can't do readings for myself. And I look at this and I go to somebody and I'll say, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. And when they start laying out options, I can tell right away whether that's the path I'm on or that's the path I'm supposed to be on. Listen to your reader. Listen. If you're going and you're looking at these cards and you feel like, oh my gosh, they're pulling the Tower card for me too. I've pulled that for myself. Everything's going to hell. No. That means that you need to step in and do the change before Spirit comes in and does the change for you. Listen to your reader. If that's not the path that you're on, then maybe that's the path you're supposed to be on. We can only do so much. Spirit has to sit on the sidelines of your life and coach you and give you good plays to make. Are you going to do it? Or are you just going to stand there? What are you going to do? And I'm telling you this because I experience it too. I experience it too. I go to readers and I just go, no. I say that. And I hear and see my guides. I hear and see your guides most of the time. I say that. I fight them. Yeah. Why? Because I know so much more than they do until they have to hit me with a spiritual 2x4 like they're doing with my health right now. Yeah, because that's what they did. They sidelined me because I wasn't listening. That's okay. I'm listening now. They got my attention now. So when you're getting a reading from someone and you feel like you're like, I don't really get this. It doesn't have to resonate with you, but stop and listen. Is this about where you are right now? Maybe you're on a good path. Maybe they're going, oh, they're going to write a book. They're going to buy a car. They're going to have a baby. They're going to get married. They're going to go to Tahiti. I don't know. But you're looking at that and you're like, okay, yeah, I'm on the right path. This is where I'm going. I'm going to keep going that way. Excellent. Aces. Keep going. But if they're reading that same reading for you and you're like, I'm not getting that, because maybe that's where you're supposed to be. Maybe that's where you're supposed to be and you need to make some changes in your life. Or again, they give you a reading that you don't like They give you a reading that you don't like and you're like, that's not me. Yeah, it is. It is me. And I should have been listening. I should have been paying attention. And instead of making little changes in my life that could have gotten me off that path, I got stuck. So that's what I want to tell you. All these questions that have been coming up that I was just like, I really, I wanted to say that one lady was nice enough to tell me that apparently a few years ago, I did a reading for her and I pulled the Tower card a couple of times. Okay. And she was like, that was actually good news. She said, because I needed that jump start. I needed that big change. And she was like, it took me 3 years, but I got there. And I was like, that makes me so happy to hear. But at the time, I think it did scare the shit out of her. I mean, it would scare the shit out of me. So I get it. But I said all of that to say, I don't feel like cards are necessarily lying to you. I did see that. And somebody even sent me to a Reddit thread. There's a Reddit thread about tarot. And they were just like, I don't know. I think the tarot cards are lying to me. Okay. It's subjective. It's subjective. So you have to look deeper. These are tools that are supposed to trigger your intuition. If you're just reading from the page, I don't know where the books are. I have the books. If you're just reading from the books, and again, I have no problem with it. If you're just reading from this book all the time, it's not going to help you. If you're just reading the shit that I've been telling you for the last 2 months, if you're just focusing on that, it is not going to help you. It's supposed to trigger your intuition. And it's not easy. It's something that you have to exercise. It's mental aerobics. Yeah. All right. So that being said, I just have I have a little bit of fake energy going right now. I say fake energy because I have a lot of caffeine in my system, but I also, I have those lovely little steroids. Oh, if any of you have ever had to take steroids, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm just like, I hate being on these things, but it's okay. It's okay. I also see, this is where I think Eastern and Western medicine marry in my life, because I also see an acupuncturist. I'm also seeing, I'm going to a new herbalist. So I think that you should do all of it. Make sure that the right hand knows what the left hand is doing. You know, if you're going to a traditional MD, make sure they know you're going to an acupuncturist and an herbalist, and vice versa. Yeah. Asking questions is an art as well. Yes. Yes. I find the best readers I go to know how to word my questions. Yes. Yeah, because you know what, Gretchen? What you're doing is, okay, Gretchen, ask me a question right now. Let's just do a demonstration. Let's do a good demonstration. Are you okay to be in a guinea pig? I'm sorry, I didn't ask. That was kind of rude. I don't like taking people's anonymity or whatever away from them. It's one of the reasons why I don't like doing live readings anymore. But that's the thing. You ask a reader a question, they should be able to interpret that for you, because they should be listening to some kind of guidance, whether they're hearing it, whether they're just feeling it, or whether they're actually seeing it. So it's, you see what's happening. Okay, this is a good question. Hey, Asher. Hadn't seen you in a month of Sundays. How are you? Beautiful. Okay, now that's the other thing, is that people thought their cards may have been lying to them, and how do they set the energy in? I know Gretchen, so it's easy for me to pull her energy in. Now, I read for people that I don't know, like, although I haven't been accepting new clients this year, but I read for people that I've never met in person. I'll say that. And I have read for people cold that I don't know at all. And you have to like pull their energy in heavily. That's why some readers want you to touch their cards. It pulls your energy in. Okay, Gretchen. Yeah, I didn't put this on the right thing. Okay. All right, Gretchen. They're going to be able to travel, but it's going to come as a price. They are going to be able to travel. It's going to be slow moving. It's not going to be like it's what I keep hearing is it's not going to be like it was in the old days. It's going to be flip-flop. Like now you're traveling, not that they're children, but you're traveling with a child that needs lots of rest, lots of comfort after, there's a lot. It's going to come at a price. So it is going to be, they're getting better, but they're never going to be where they once were. Does this make sense? And I will tell you, it's going to feel good that they can travel, but man, they're going to need that like extra day or two in there to decompress. And I feel like that's going to be, if you're traveling with them, I feel like you can handle that. I don't feel like that's going to be like any kind of problem. But the first thing I hear is they are making progress. They are doing good. It's slow moving. That's not a problem. But it's going to come at a price. Like you're going to feel good about it. They're going to feel good about it. But they're going to be like, did we really win? Was this really a good thing? But as long as everybody gets rest afterwards, Gretchen, and I feel like if you're traveling with them, it is going to be a lot like kids. My kids, when they're sitting in the car seat, when they used to sit in the car seats, now they're giants. They're almost as tall as me. Can you freaking believe that? Their feet didn't touch the floor. So I would have to either put a box under their feet or put something up to keep their feet up. If we were in the car, if we were in the airplane, it was even worse. Oh my gosh, they would lay on the floor. It was horrible. And but there is something about their feet. I don't know if their feet are swelling. Is this your mom? I don't know. It's like the feet are swelling. They need to just elevate them just a little. It doesn't have to be like all the way up at the same level as they are. But you're a nurse, you know this. Just elevating them up a little is going to go a long way. And then getting out and walking more. Oh, and all I keep hearing in my head is her going, snacks. They need snacks. So apparently they're going to need snacks. Your sister's traveling with them. Well, say a little prayer for your sister. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would do that to my brother. She's going to be good with it. Yeah, she's gonna be able to handle it. Oh my gosh, I feel like she's the one that's just like, I said no, we're not stopping for another 10 miles. Just be okay. We'll walk around then. But she'll stop at like a Buc-ee's and let them walk around, let them sit, and let them like chill out, and then like leave. Have y'all been to these places? These Buc-ee's places? They're insane. Okay, so did everybody see like where I pulled from that? And obviously this Queen of Pentacles is because Gretchen just said that her sister was, for those of you that are on YouTube, I see, hey, Alethea, yes, I see. It's kind of, you can kind of see where this is. All right. Asher, Alethea, y'all got something you want to add? Or you got something you want to question? Just real quick. I just figured since y'all are in the chat, I can give another demonstration or two. And if y'all don't feel comfortable, just say no. Or just say, I'll catch you later. You don't have to do this like out loud. But I really want you people to see that this is not, it doesn't have to be scary. It doesn't have to be in depth. And the thing is, you don't want to keep asking these cards questions like, am I going to buy this? I don't know. I just saw one of those weird Tesla things. Am I going to buy this weird Tesla thing on Thursday, whatever date? You don't really want to ask that question because too many things can change. People change their minds all the time, and other people that you're close to changing their minds could also have an effect on your life. I know that sounds crazy, but if your best friend's sister-in-law or mom wins the lottery, it's going to have an impact on your life, believe it or not. Even if they don't share anything with you, that has an impact on your life. Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, people changing their mind or people doing stuff has an effect on you. Just like we have an effect on other people. Okay. All right, Ash, you're next. Nope, because I forgot to clear the cards. As I'm sitting here preaching to you guys. Oh, Alethea. Okay. Asher and Alethea have some very good questions. One's on Facebook, one's on YouTube. It's always a good idea to clear yourself too. And guess which deck I'm using? My favorite, the Light Seers Tarot. And if you live in Atlanta, I am out of these cards right now, but the lovely people at Phoenix and Dragon are not. They have plenty. Just letting you know. Oh, Asher. This is a good example. Don't freak out on me. Okay, Asher, I want to go through something here. It feels like you thought you had the right job, that you feel like you were just so victorious and you feel like you literally were just, like, yep, this is it, this is it, this is it. And then the whole thing like blew up in your face. It's not bad. Okay, let me tell you, and I say this all the time, this is another reason why I love these cards. In this Tower card, what do you see where the lightning is striking? You see butterflies. You see that? You see butterflies. That means this is an opportunity for rebirth. This is an opportunity to restart something. Okay, now, this was not a bad choice. It was a choice. Bad, good, it doesn't fucking matter now. I am so sorry. I don't know what's going on with my mouth today. I'll try to rein that back in, you know. Well, I don't want to get booted off of YouTube. Okay, we're going to be okay here. Let me tell you, we're going to be okay. There's some things that you need to process, and I'm telling you this because we've got the King of Cups. Okay. You got some emotional things you need to process. I need to talk to you about this, and there's also another thing that they're showing me, and I'm going to text this to you, Asher, because I'm not spilling all of this shit on here, okay? By the way, Asher is one of my clients. I know her. I'm going to text you some information that will be really good for you. And it's two different things that I'm going to be texting you information. And one is going to help you release some of this stuff that you need to release so that you can bring more of a balance between like the spirit and the physical. And one is going to help you bring in maybe a job that's like the same of what you've been doing, but a bit different. It's like we're moving into something. They keep telling me, yep, the stuff that you've been looking at is it's not looking like it's fulfilling to you. And the reason why we're not looking at the reason why the things that you've been looking at have not been fulfilling to you is because we need to release some stuff. So Asher, text me right now because you know I'll forget. Just text me and just say, hey, and I'll text you the information that I need you to look up and that I need you to do. Okay? As I say but it's not me. But this is good. This is actually going to be good. This is going to lead you in a different direction with work, but it's going to be like something that's different than what you've been doing, but a little bit the same. So it would be like me going into, which I have been going into psychology off of biology. It's the same, but different. You know, you still have to learn the body and the mind is a different process, but we're in the same neighborhood. Does that make sense? Sort of. I have some information for you about this, Asher. Just text me, hey, and I'll do it for you. Okay. But I'll forget if you don't text me. Yeah. You know, I'll get off of this thing and I'll be like, what did I say? Yeah. Okay. And then I saw Alethea about, okay. I'm going to have to roll this back. No, I see you, Alethea. I'll look at the cruise and I'll look at your son and grandson. Mandy, okay, I'm in. Let your mouth speak freely. I like that. Okay, Mandy, I'll read for you right after Alethea, and then I'll wrap it up. I'll call it a night. And then I promise I'm going to reach out to Carrie, the beautiful witch, and she is beautiful. And she also is a wonderful reader, and she has wonderful things on her website. So I really encourage you guys to check her out. She's awesome. La Hermosa Bruja. And I hope that I can get myself together and I can get her on here next week to talk about her take on the tarot. I love to see everyone's different take. I really do. Okay, Alethea, let's see. Oh, that was another thing. The other question I had is they were like, people that have been given cards as a gift, you don't have to keep them. If you don't like the cards, you don't have to keep them. You just be grateful for the gift and say thank you. Maybe spend some time with them. Maybe there's something you're supposed to do with them, or maybe you're supposed to give them away to somebody else. I've gotten those. People have given me cards and been like, I was given these as a present. They're not really me. And I've traded people cards like that. So just, you know, that card jumped out, Alethea. I'm going to pull that. Okay. Interesting. I feel like we're basing that off the... I don't think this cruise is going to be what you think it is. Right now, I see the cruise being something that you wish for but it wasn't 100%. Like, I don't see you being really satisfied. Okay. That was the card that jumped out, Alethea. And it may just be that particular one. It doesn't mean that planning a cruise like the following week or the next month or with different people wouldn't be something better. It doesn't mean that. Or maybe a different destination. I don't know. But whatever's in your head right now, it's not, it feels like you're stuck. You feel like you're stuck in it once you put down the deposit, and everything just is like a lot of hassles, and it costs you a lot of money. Not just money, it costs you time and energy, which I think are more important than the cash. Because when I don't have the energy, I mean, everything is just all messed up. I mean, we've met, right? So that's the thing here. That's just what I see. If you change something, Alethea, if you change like the destination, the people you're going with, the cruise line, or the date, this could be different. This could be very different. Okay, the second question you had. Okay, what's going on with your son? There's something that he needs to get into a spiritual practice with. There's something that he needs to work on spiritually because it's overwhelming him right now. Like, normally he's a pretty in charge guy. He's like an authority figure. He's in command of his own life. Maybe he could be a little too bossy sometimes. I mean, maybe that's what his wife thinks. I don't know. I mean, my husband gets bossy sometimes, and I'm like, oh, no, we got to stop that shit right now. You know, before it gets out of control, let's just go ahead and put the muzzle on that, because no, I'm the alpha here. Or at least today I am. But the thing is, I feel like your son, there's something that is, these cards to me are inviting spirit in, because look at this. This is someone who is feeling very overwhelmed. They're feeling very under the gun. It's just there's too much going on. But when you invite spirit in, and it only takes like one thought, sometimes that's all it takes is one thought, one meditation to get you like into a place where you can start thinking clearer, where you can start putting things into perspective. And I feel like this is where he is. I mean, again, most of the time he's in a pretty decent place. Right now, I feel like he's just, you know, he's just not, he's not in it. The Magician is definitely telling me that he has to send some of this energy, some of this worry, some of this focus, whatever he's got to send it out to spirit and have them like change it up, have them process it, have them like even just clear it for him. I mean, really, if they can transition it for him, if they can like change it and clear it for him and send that energy back out, he will be in a much better place. But that's easier said than done, especially when it comes to males. And I say that because I love men. I mean, you know, I do. I'm raising 2 of them. I'm married to 1 of them. I got 3 brothers and 2 dads. I am surrounded by freaking alpha men. But the thing is, they may be the alpha man, but I am ruling this roost. They're not, I can't be pushed around by men anymore. I release a lot of that out, but they struggle with it. They struggle with it. And when they struggle with releasing that energy out and letting spirit like just transmute the energy and send it back to them, they're fighting it. They're fighting it hard. And I feel like that's what your son is doing. And he can make this easier on himself. He can. I don't know how you're going to be able to influence him. But I'm going to tell you something, and here's a secret, people. If you are a mother, adopted mother, giving birth to a child mother, or if you're the mother in their heart, I have a couple of clients that they're the aunt, but they've raised these children. It doesn't matter. If spirit sees you as their mother, if they see you as their mother, you can call in angels and you can call in guides for them. Especially when it comes to protection or when it comes to helping them out of a space. It's up to them whether they do it, whether they listen. But as mothers, this is something that we are given from the divine feminine. We can ask for help to them. I can't send guides to Alethea. I can't sit here and say, oh, please send these angels to Alethea, because they'll go to her, but they can't come into her without her permission. That's free will. But Alethea can send it to her children. I can send them to my children. That's a loophole, and it's a handy one. It's handy. So send those angels and guides to your son. That may be what helps get him situated mentally so that he can make some good decisions. Wow, I am burning up. Does anybody know, does prednisone, does steroids make you like sweat like this? Caffeine, you know. Okay. Mandy, you still with me? Alethea, I'm going to add him to my prayer list, if you're okay with that. I'm just going to put Alethea's son. I have a few people going on my prayer list right now. So, ooh, my goodness. I mean, can I say humidity in Georgia? Are you kidding me with this? Oh, yeah. There's a couple of people that are normally in our chat that I'm not going to call out their names here. But, you know, if you're doing prayers or wish lists, and I don't know what your prayer practices are, you know, again, what religious background or anything. I just believe in having faith because I believe in all religions. I really do. There's so many that are quite lovely. I mean, really. But if you have some prayer practices, I'm gonna there's people that are usually in our chat. I'm gonna call them numbers, and I'm gonna put it out there that the spirit will know what these numbers, who these numbers belong to. We're just gonna say they're 1, 2, and 3. So you guys can pray for those people that are normally here, but they're dealing with some stuff. Okay, there's a fourth one. Yeah. But the fourth one is her daughter. So, but yeah, if you guys have that. And yes, by the way, Alethea is amazing with all the essential oils. I do a lot of doTERRA, but I have clients that send me other brands as well, but I buy from doTERRA. But Alethea is fantastic with the essential oils. So I've been using a lot of frankincense lately. And I've used grapeseed oil lately as my carrier oil. How do we feel about grapeseed oil, Alethea? Okay, Mandy. Mandy, you asked something about your path. Was that right? Are you on the right path? Was that? Oh, you've got some choices coming up, Mandy. Wow. Mandy, when is your birthday? Oh, wait, no, you don't have to put that on there. Just tell me your sign. Just tell me your sign. Don't put your birthday on here. Don't put your birthday on YouTube. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Mandy. Okay, you're doing some really good stuff. I don't know what it is that changed. Like you were moving down a path, you were going in a really good direction. You're just like, yep. And something happened. It doesn't feel like, just a slam on the brakes kind of thing. It was just something that changed your perspective. And you were like, oh, is that an option for me? And you started like moving in a different direction. Now, the thing is that direction happening overnight? No, it is not. But that's okay. That's the beauty of watching shit grow. This is not happening overnight, Mandy, because it needs to like move in, like it needs to move in a good time. And it does feel like it's moving fast. It doesn't feel like you're stagnant. It doesn't feel like you're moving slowly, but it's definitely, the important thing is that you're planting roots. Now, I do feel like there's some skeptics. Okay, we're our own worst skeptic. I'm skeptical of my shit. I've been working on a freaking website for freaking months and I'm losing my shit over it. And it's not what's like causing all the like drama with my health, but it's something, But the thing is, it's planting those seeds. It takes time to nurture the roots. And you have to look at it too. You have to look at it and see that you're planting the roots. You're planting a good foundation for this new venture, this new side hustle. I don't know what's going on here, but this new thing that you're getting into, you're planting those roots, hun, and that takes time. But the beautiful thing is the roots are there. I've got 2 cards here with roots growing, and they're solid. They're solid. So you're moving in a good direction. I love it. I mean, I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh. This is a card of success. The Ace of Swords is a card of success because you're bringing in, you're bringing it into your consciousness. You're bringing in clarity and awareness that is helping you have that successful thought, that successful moment. This is a lot. This is wonderful. Spirit is completely supporting you here. Mandy, I like want to be you. My gosh, woman, this is freaking fantastic. This is something I point out every time I pull the 7 of Wands. Look at what's highlighted right here. First of all, it's my favorite chakra. My favorite chakra is the solar plexus chakra because it's intuition, but it's personal power and it's inner strength. So there's a lot going here. Spirit is going to support you as long as you are working your program, as long as you're in it. And look, this is a direct connection to the crown chakra. Girl, I am excited. And it's not an overnight thing. But the beautiful thing is that Pluto is in your sun sign until 2044. So hang on. Because Pluto was in my rising sign for the last 16 years because Pluto was in Capricorn. And Pluto's taking a little dip back into Capricorn. But let me tell you, I changed everything. Everything. I was teaching anatomy and physiology, general biology. Then I moved and started teaching at a tech school. Then I moved back to Georgia, got myself pregnant, and started doing this full time instead of like a side hustle. I started doing it full time. All of that changed when Pluto was in my ascendant. So Pluto in your sun sign, this is going to be fun. I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Hello. I like it. I'm excited. Well, hello, Jen Sweetland. I just see your name pop up, but I don't see anything there. Sometimes it does that if you put an emoji in. Oh, hello. Yes, I see the hello. Well, I am so excited. Hello, Michelle. Hello. Okay, I was getting ready to sign off, but Jen Sweetland and Michelle, how about I pull one card for y'all before I sign off? I just wanted to do a quick demonstration about the cards, and I think everybody's kind of getting my points about, like, these are not, you know, this isn't engraved in stone, but like the reading I just did for Mandy, if Mandy stops working her path, if she stops putting in all that effort that she's been doing to cultivate the foundation, the roots of her new venture, everything else is going to stop too. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's good stuff. Okay. All right, Michelle, Jen, give me one quick question and I'll pull a card. And then I'm signing off. I swear. That's it. Because I'm clawing myself to death. I had hives really, really bad like 2 years ago. I mean, they were up in my hair. They were all over me. It was just such a mess. And I'm dealing with something like that again. And but now, you know, it's so nice when you finally get the attention of like the medical profession and they start going, oh, like you finally get the right physician and they start putting everything together, you know, and it's just like, oh yeah, that would have been nice to know like years ago. Okay, Jen. Mandy, I appreciate that. I know I'm an F-bomb dropping mama. I just told my kids that they weren't allowed to cuss until they were 21. I mean, they'll learn soon enough that I'm lying. But but yeah, I cuss all the time. So I do, like, I try to give people some disclosures and just be like, But okay, I've got questions from Jen and got a question from Michelle that just popped up. Jen, I'm getting a lot of stuff for you. Yes, it's out there for you. But you need to re-examine. You need to re-examine. I don't know how to say this because it's not quashing your dreams. That's not what I'm saying at all. But you need to re-examine like the list, the who you're manifesting, who you're laying out the red carpet for in your life. You need to change your perspective. I will tell you, my husband, Dr. Seuss, is far from perfect. He is far from perfect. But most of the time, 87, 91% of the time, he's perfect for me. Do we get into it? Oh my gosh, yes. The man absolutely drives me crazy. But the thing is, a lot of times he makes me laugh about it. And he evens me out because I screw up a lot. I mean, a lot. But the beautiful thing is that he and I like we work at it. We work together. There is a long-term relationship out there. The first thing I feel like you need to do is there's something that's not healed. You got a pretty big wound there that you've been putting makeup over and just trying to hide it. You got to heal that first, and then you have to really examine what works for you and what doesn't work for you. And let me tell you something, hon, the first time I moved from Georgia, Jen, I moved from Georgia because I dated everybody in Georgia. I had to leave the state because I had dated all the wrong people in Georgia. So I had to move to a new state and date the wrong people out there before I started re-examining and going, okay, you know what? I think I might be picking the wrong people. And I'm not saying that's what you're doing, but I had a pretty big wound that I had not healed. So I kept choosing people that would throw salt in that wound. I'm not saying I was doing it intentionally, and I'm not even saying that that's what you're doing, but there's some kind of wound that you need to heal before you can move on. And I do feel like it's out there for you. And it's someone that's perfect for you. It's not perfect for, your best friend, your sister, your mom, your cousin, uncle, whatever. It's someone that's perfect for you. Because, yeah, there are people in my family and in my friend group that probably aren't the biggest fan of Dr. Seuss, but they don't have to live with them. They don't have to sleep with him, and they didn't have to have kids with him. That's all on me. But they're my friends, and they're supposed to listen to me bitch about the fact that he put one of my favorite dresses in the dryer and shrunk it so now it could fit one of my kids' teddy bears. But that's a whole nother story. You see what I'm saying? There's good things in store for you. Change your perspective. Just out of curiosity. This is change. I love these cards because this is the death and rebirth card. And in the traditional tarot, it's just death. But the great thing is because she includes the rebirth card, because it's not about death. This is about a complete change. This is about shedding the old way of thinking, the old way of doing something, and bringing in something new. And yeah, I know I said I was only going to pull one card, but this is who I am. I can't stop, Jen. But this is fantastic, Jen. It's out there for you, but we're looking for the Jen 2.0. I mean, you're pretty freaking awesome the way you are right now, but we're just looking for a little dippity doodah. What's your sign, Jen? Do you know your sun, moon, and rising? And oh, by the way, if you guys are struggling with finding your sun, moon, and rising, go to this free app. Hang on. This free app that I love, and it has to do with the moon, and y'all know how I love the moon. It's called Co-Star, Co-Star, and it's wonderful. It has the little picture on the app is a moon, and it'll tell you your sun, moon, and rising. It'll tell you like if some of your other friends are on there, but the thing is, it'll tell you every day. It'll say good morning, good evening, what's today at a glance, and it says, like it'll give you a little thing, and then it'll say a list of do's and a list of don'ts that day. So go to Co-Star, and put in your information, and it'll give you your sun, moon, and rising, and that'll be awesome. Because Jen, I'm telling you, I am hooked on astrology. I started getting into astrology kicking and screaming, but I did it in 2017. I am hooked. Okay, last one is Michelle. Let me clear the cards, Michelle, and then I am out for the night. I so appreciate you guys sticking around for this series. I've loved doing it. I really wish that it had been a better week so that I could have reached out to Carrie. I am going to reach out to her and see if she wants to jump in next week and tell me what she thinks about the tarot. And because, I know she has opinions. I love that Leo. I mean, it's just so awesome. So now that I've opened up my phone, I'm getting like a bunch of unnecessary texts. But okay, Michelle, I'm just going to clear the cards. Okay, Michelle, spiritual path. Oh, I see a couple of new people, one from YouTube and one from Facebook. And I love that y'all are here and even new here, but I am wrapping it up. This is my last reading. I'm so sorry. I don't normally do live readings, but we're wrapping up a series on learning the tarot. But I do appreciate you guys being here. Okay, Michelle, here we go. Well, all right. So Michelle has really been thinking about some stuff. You've been doing some deep introspection. You've been doing some spiritual work. This is an interesting card to start with. I feel like this is blurry to you guys? Can you see this clearly? I know. I had to dig my tripod and stuff out because, you know, everything has been moved and packed, but it was good. Oh, okay. Oh, Michelle. You're definitely moving in a different direction. This deep introspection, the stuff that you've been looking at and you've been trying to work out, like, I feel like you've just been trying to detach from some stuff and you've been trying to step back so that you can take a better look at what's really happening, what's really going on. I think this is such a good place for you because now you're going to be able to step out and you're going to be able to channel in some information that you need. You're going to be able to tap in and listen to the guidance that Spirit is giving you. They're going to give you a lot of stuff. They're going to give you like some really good inspiration, some good ideas. They're going to send you like something along the lines of a muse, but they're going to give you like some good like things to help propel you forward. You may not use it all at one time. So please journal this stuff. Please journal this shit. It's like, this is going to be so important because you may not use it right now, Michelle, but you will use it eventually. And it could come along as a meme, as a TikTok, as a billboard on the side of the road, as a bumper sticker on somebody's car, or it could be one of your friends talking to you about something that they've experienced. Listen to the information that's coming into you. And when it sparks that, put it down somewhere. Start a tab in your phone that you like, just, you know, in the notes in your phone and just type it in really quick so that you don't forget it. I do that all the time. Put it out there. This is going to be wonderful for you because what you're going to do and what you're stepping into, Michelle, is a place where you're using all of your guidance. How am I saying this? You're listening to your guidance. You're looking for something real. You're looking for something real, magical, but real. And it's going to help you to be bold. It's going to help you to be assertive. It's going to help you to step in and just say, yep, this is what I want. You guys fall into place. Or this, we're not taking any more questions. You know, this is what I want. This is what I would like to have. Thank you very much for giving it to me. That doesn't seem like something that you say a lot, Michelle. I mean, do you tell people, oh, yes, this is what I want? And then they'll say, well, I'll do this. And you'll go, oh, yeah, okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I mean, I'm not saying you're like a pushover or anything like that. You just don't want to put other people out. But the thing is, you need to like do something for yourself. You need to say, oh, I appreciate if that's all you can do. I'm gonna keep looking. Thanks though. I appreciate it. A lot of people are going to be surprised by that. Don't settle. Girl, I settled for a car because I hate car shopping. Just a little story time here. I settled for a car because I hate car shopping. My husband and I went car shopping. It was Mercury retrograde. You know, it was the perfect storm. It was messed up. And I was just like, yeah, that's fine. It's pretty. That's good. I like the way it drives. Let's just go. Let's just go. I wanted to be in and out of there because I was driving a 97 Toyota 4Runner, and my husband made me get a new car. We didn't trade it in, but he made me get a new car because he was like, you cannot drive this anymore with the kids. And so in 2021, I got a new car, and I hate it. I've hated it since then. I won't tell the car that I hate it because I don't want to hurt its feelings. Now, isn't that ridiculous? It's an inanimate object, and I don't want to hurt the fucker's feelings. It's just not for me. But that's okay, because now I've convinced my husband we need to do something. I'm not happy. I don't like this car anymore. And it's just given us nothing but problems because we bought it during Mercury retrograde. So, yeah, don't settle. You won't be happy. It's not going to be fulfilling if you do that. But this is a wonderful place to be. This is a great time for it too, because we're in retrograde season, Michelle. So all these planets are going into retrograde. All this shit is going into retrograde. You know, we've already got stuff there. So now is a good time to hit the reset button. It's time to redo. It's time to just say, okay, we can do this. Oh my gosh. Good. And I'll bet you money that Carrie Rodriguez with the Beautiful Witch, I'll bet she has a smudge for this. I'll bet you money she has a smudge for helping like start over, be bold, clear some shit out. This is wonderful, lady. Spirit is wanting to give you messages. They're wanting to give you inspiration. They're wanting to give you ideas, and it's coming in. Write it down. Because they don't necessarily give it to us in order. You know, it's like once we open up the floodgates, they just whoosh, come on in with it. But I love the Queen of Wands for you. That is one bold and assertive lady that wants and looks for something that's real. All right. Does everyone feel good? Does everyone understand what I tried to say about the tarot? It's not scary. It's not necessarily demonic. Are there demonic people using the tarot? 100%. Are there demonic people out there baking cakes that are luring me into bakeries and kicking me off my diet? 100%. I feel like those are demons. My demons, but you know, whatever. Then asking for guidance. Definitely started writing it down. I love it. I love it, Michelle. I love it. All right. You guys, I love you so much. Y'all are so awesome. This is an awesome group. It really is. It's freaking great. So, until we see each other again, what are you going to do? Get out there and make your magic. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next week. Bye.